When I was a sophomore in high school, I had a friend of mine that was actually in charge of getting volunteers for the Special Olympics event that was coming up. Now, I gotta be honest with you, out of a high school that had 1,000 people, I was very skeptical. I didn't feel that I was equipped to be able to help these young individuals that were participating in the Special Olympics. But you know what? He talked me into it. And out of 1,000 kids, there were only about 30 that participated. I went the next weekend into that Special Olympics, and I want you to know it changed my life. It changed my life because I saw a human being, a spiritual human being that was so beautiful and so pure. And because of that experience, I chose to be the head of the next year, my junior year, and I went around and shared my story with every single student in every single class in my high school, and we had over 400 volunteers on that event, on that year. And in my senior year, we had a record-breaking 800 volunteers out of 1,000. I want you to know that this is Dr. Fab, and the topic today is how to love more. How to love more. Do you remember the last time you loved, and you loved so passionately and unconditionally? If you do, I want you to like that button right now, and I want you to put your comments right there and tell me, who did you love and what did you love? I want you to know that that Special Olympics experience for me opened up my heart, because I realized that everyone out there is meant to be loved unconditionally. I wanted to make sure. I was only afraid of being there because I'd never been around any kids with Down syndrome, and I didn't understand it. And then when I got to experience it, I realized that there are some of the most beautiful beings that we have on earth. And I continue to support the Special Olympics even as of today. So I want to share with you in this conversation the topic of how to love more. Now, you know I love about love, right? Even some people call me Dr. Love. Listen, I love you. And that's the reason that I come every single week giving you this information to help you build yourself to the potential that you were meant to have. Listen, let me share with you the 3 things that I discovered in how to love more. Are you ready? The first one is be more patient, kind, and good to yourself, because love begins with ourselves. It's very hard for me to love you and to love the hundreds of thousands of people that are following me if I don't love myself. I'm gonna wear out. I'm gonna get to the point that I'm depleted. So every single day, I wake up with my me time. I love myself. I even look at myself when I'm brushing my teeth, and Louis Hay taught me this. I say to myself, I love you, Fab. I want you to say that to yourself next time you're brushing your teeth. I want you to be patient with yourself instead of always beating yourself up for the mistakes that you made in the past. Learn from them. Just be patient, be loving to yourself, be good to yourself. Do those things that matter for you. Take time to exercise, to eat healthy. Take time to meditate and pray. Take time to be with your loved ones. Just be good to yourself, and you'll find that love just happens to be right there. The second thing that I've learned, and how to have more love in your life, is you have to love the unlovable ones. You know, I used to tell my staff all the time when we have patients coming in that were what I call the difficult patients. Do you remember that? Have you had a difficult person in your life? Listen, I want you to like that button, and I want you to write me right now. Write me who that difficult person is in your life and what you're doing about it. But I want you to love those people. I want you to love the ones that are the unlovable ones. And you know why? Because they need it the most. Everybody else out there is rejecting them. Imagine if you're the only person that shows them some kind of kindness and love. That's where love comes from. It's when we love for the sake of loving, not for the sake of loving those people that love us, right? Those are easy to love. I want you to stretch yourself and love the ones that have hurt you. I want you to love the ones that have betrayed you. I want you to love the ones that are not kind and not nice to the world, because they need love, just like you do. And the last thing that I can tell you on how to have more love in your life is that I want you to see the child in others. I can tell you story after story of difficult people that have come into my life on a personal level or on a professional level. And you know what I do? I just see that child inside of them. That loving child that is innocent. That loving child that just says, I need a hug. I want to love. I need love right now. And I treat that child. And when I do that, all of a sudden that love comes inside of me and is able to give it to them, even though maybe their external appearance may be a little bit difficult. I just only see that child in them. Look, I want you to right now to like that button. I want you to write me a comment on how you plan to be more loving to yourself right now, or perhaps maybe loving to somebody else, because then when you do that, love overwhelms you. Love is just fills your heart to the point that you just want to share it with everyone out there. And that's the meaning of this conversation today, how to love more. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one.